Someone reminded me I once said greed is good. Now it seems it's legal. Because everybody's drinking the same Kool-Aid. Now I've been considered a pretty smart guy. And maybe I was in prison too long.
One watch and one mobile phone.
But sometimes it's the only place to stay sane. And look out through those bars and say, is everybody out there nuts?
Yo, what up? Peace and peace. What is Agwan? Back with another episode of Morning Tweets. This is my third one. I'm proud of me. A little consistency here. Let's get this mic out my face. Yeah, what it sound like? It's your man Passport Rav. Up and at 'em. Dealing with, before I get into the morning tweets, man, just dealing with this Brooklyn life, and these apartments out here, man. It's like you either with roommates, like my first building was mad dope, new construction, amenities and all of that, but I couldn't afford to live there by myself, so you're living with roommates, and you having the roommate issues where I damn near have to bring Incredible Hulk out sometimes, and I don't even like getting angry, but like it's like that's a whole nother issue, dealing with roommates. Or now I'm living on my own in this building. It's cool. It's in the hood a little bit, but this is what I can afford. And it's like today's going to be 10 degrees and my heat's not working. I've been back and forth with them, back and forth with housing. And considering leaving, it's like I can't afford to move again. So I already spoke to them. I'll be on my shit. I'm not one of these idiots that's just like don't know the laws or don't know my rights. And like, I'm letting them know, like, listen, I don't want to have to go to court, move and not pay you rent and like go through all of this stuff. And the craziest thing is I used to manage properties and deal with this kind of thing. So it's like there's this foolish part of me that has some sort of empathy for the situation and being management, but I know for a fact that these people definitely got the budget, the capital that I didn't have when I was going through my issues as a property manager. And it's just things. It's just layers of things, but it's like, damn, man, the price you pay for living in New York, it's always something. Anywhere, I guess, if you live in Florida, you probably deal with flooding issues. Cali, you're dealing with earthquakes. The South and the Midwest, you're dealing with hurricanes. And out here, you're dealing with the cold. The Caribbeans, nice, beautiful weather. You might have power issues. You might have internet issues. Take this nasty-ass toothpick out of the background. But, yeah, it's issues everywhere. There's, no matter what, there's something. Living in New York comes with a price. Is what it is. We're gonna thug it out. Me and the pup, keeping her warm, got an electrical heater going. They supposedly supposed to be coming to fix it. We'll see what's up. Check on your boy. It fucks with me. Like, it just, like, being in the cold in my own apartment just reminds me of poverty and reminds me of, like, heating the house with the oven and shit like that. Like, that shit triggers me. Like, I'm not trying to go back to that. Like, I'm not, like, some people might just be like, whatever about it, thug it out, which I am doing, but like, nah, I came too far to be going back to that shit, going back to poverty. Like, you know what I mean? My strong fear of poverty and homelessness, which keeps me hustling and going. Shit, I need to get my hustle up even more. But, one step at a time, y'all. One step at a time. Another topic. It's corner store weed. Like, I find myself just smoking too much this week. and just smoking more than normal. And that's what happens when I have bullshit bud. Because I just keep smoking it and not feeling nothing. And just like, the hell they selling weed in the corner store now? They used to lock us up and chase us down and throw us in paddy wagons for weed. And now these people are out here just selling this 70% CBD with nice sprinkles of hair and shit and calling it weed. But what kind of times do we live in right now? It's wild. It really is. Wild times. All right, let's go into some tweets. Let's go into some tweets. Morning tweets part 3 with your man Passport Rav. Let's see, where do we start? Trains are very dangerous in the pandemic. I mean, I've been saying since before the pan. I hate to be like I be predicting stuff, but yeah, no. You make people mask up. You force these things on people. You change people's whole reality. Yeah, the crazy is gonna get more crazy because I definitely went a little crazy, and I'm pretty sane. Now the people who don't have coping mechanisms and money and like income and like they're gonna get even more crazier. So yes, it's very dangerous on the trains. People complied. Everybody complied with the nonsense, and this is the result of complying and doing everything this treacherous regime tells you to do. Now the trains is back to the 90s. Back to the 90s we go, when it was really dangerous. Really got to watch yourself. Damn near got to carry a weapon, because, yeah. It was like back to back last night after I left martial arts. I was on the train. I went caught a train to go train. And it was literally like a threat every train stop. Where it's just like people out of their mind on drugs, yelling, wilding, and like tripping. And I'm like, if you fall into me, I'm going to inflict pain on you. If they just, yeah, you know what I mean? Yelling at people, and they know who to test. They be knowing, they sane enough to know like who to do it to, I feel like, because it rarely happened. It happened to me once, but like, yeah, trains are dangerous. Black women mad at Passport Bros is hilarious to me. I guess I saw somebody else, a couple people tweeting about, I guess some dude, one of them Passport Bros, with a chick in Asia and she looks black or whatever with black features. Now, first of all, black people made every human on this planet, so-called black people, Africans, whatever. Everyone comes from Africa. When you travel the world, you will see there are dark skin and browner skin, more melanated versions of every race, pretty much. My theory is Italians are definitely melanated. They're browner skin Italians. They're brown skin, all usually southern regions of Europe and those places, southern Asia, southern Europe, usually have brown skin people who are closer to their African ancestors. So, but anyways, and it's just hilarious, this thing. It's not hilarious, it's just interesting seeing women get mad at the fact that black men are now looking for women in other countries. I mean, that's been happening. My dad had a friend I remember talking about, like kind of bragging about his Brazilian wife. And I just remember like him saying, like, oh, I got a good woman. She's Brazilian and they're amazing and blah, blah, blah. And like, it's been happening. Men been going to other countries and finding wives and starting families with the other. Look at this. Passport Bros are trending. Hold on. You can't see that. Look at this. Passport Bros trending. Maybe it's just trending for me, but over here. So, but it's been happening, and now it's getting more popular. And women are trying to, there's some women are calling the dude ugly and dusty. Some women are saying, oh, you're just leaving for a woman that's black anyway. I just be like, why are people so simple? I ask this question on a regular basis. Why are people, both men and women, just so simple-minded I find that I guess maybe men are simple-minded and women are very smart, but they be acting dumb. Like they be acting like it's just a logical thing, I guess. But women are mad intelligent, but they act through emotion. And I think what it is the emotion is making them jealous or mad or feeling some type of way, maybe comparing themselves to the women overseas. But it is what it is. Like I said before, if a man is willing to go to another country, learn a whole different culture and language and spend, you know how much it costs to go to Thailand or over a rack for sure. You know, if you're lucky, maybe you can go for $1,000, but for the most part, it's $1,300, $1,500 to go to Thailand. It's $1,300 to go to Brazil in these places, you know, or $1,000. You learn in another language. You're spending all of this money. You really think it has anything to do with looks or pussy? Like, there's beautiful women. And if you're a decent dude, somewhat of a high value man, you can get plenty ass out here. There's way more single women. It's not about looks or pussy. It's not about sex. It's not about cheap sex either. Because even if you're paying for it overseas, you paying for it. We're taking you out on dates and we're courting you and we're paying for it. Or we're going overseas and dudes, you know, may hire services and they're paying for it. It's still money. It's not about money. It's not about sex. It's about the mentality of dating and the women. It's not just women. It's the dating period. It's men and women and the mentality. Coming from a man and the frustrations of dating, this shit is ass out here. It's trash. Like, it's trash being single. Don't get me wrong. I love being single. I love, like, because I've been in quite too many relationships, in my opinion. But I enjoy being single and developing myself and learning how to be alone, you know, and learning myself. But I do want a woman. I do want a partner. But dating is ass out here. The mentality I find of most women out here, they're career driven. Most of them are career driven, got a 6-figure paying job, businesses, and they're doing their thing financially, but that's their focus. And it's like, oh, they got their money, but it's just like the women are the men now. And that's just the way the economy has played the game. That's the way they devised us and set it up so that the women are bringing in the income, maybe the same as a man or maybe more. And they're just, the mentality is, oh, I got it. I got everything together. Now I just want a man. Now I think I just want to have a man, but like they have the mentality of I don't need a man. And you don't find the need for a man. It's like a lot of women are like settled, like pretty much just like, all right, I'm gonna just be alone. I'm gonna be a baddie, keeping all this good to myself, and I'm just not gonna go outside. And they got the money, they got the house, crib, and it's like they're lonely and they're feeling like, oh, I do want love, but the willingness to learn how men operate, the willingness to be feminine, friendly, kind, forgiving, and more so feminine, like the way women in different countries are. It's not, I don't see it very often. And then the times that I do, it's either that, the lack of femininity in women these days, and the lack of women wanting to be women, you know, what that means to tradition. When you go to other countries, they're not programmed that way. They're not programmed to have the mentality, I don't need a man. That's complete asinine out there. Like it's for them, they are doing things to be a better wife. They're constructing their lives to be a better woman for a man and trying to find that harmony. I think that's more so what it is. It's like, it's that, plus it's just obviously quality of life. Like as a black man, like beyond dating, you get more respect in different countries. You get treated better. You know, it's probably also because you're American. More than likely it's because you're American. But black men are tired of the trauma porn, the risk of being killed by police just for being black or whatever, the mass, all of the things that's happening in America. Why wouldn't black people want to leave the country? I dream about it all the time. I'm like, shit, let something happen. I'm gonna find my way out to Brazil, or, I definitely want to spend time in Brazil at some point in life, and just in different countries, see what it's like to live somewhere else, because the treatment's just better. The treatment is better. Women still want to be women out there. And I just think accountability. As a man, I know the things that I had to work on, and I'm still working on, communication, really being clear as far as what I want and what I'm looking for, not leading women on, being really upfront with myself and women I date. But when are women ever going to hold themselves accountable? When I've rarely come across a woman that's like, yeah, that's true, like admitting certain things without deflecting and reflecting it back on to the man, oh, but I'm like this because of this. It's just, I find a lot of women say they want a man, but they don't really, really want. They just kind of like, all right, I'm lonely. I would like a man to help me. I'd like a man to come take this garbage out and pay some of these bills or all the bills. I want a man to court me, but you're not willing to treat a man and really understand a man, and learn men. We're different than y'all. We're not the same. We think different. We feel different. Our emotions are different. We're just slightly different. And for me, what I experience, a part of the trash dating scene, it's the games that I find. I hear, for instance, in Brazil, I hear women are more upfront and they're more straightforward. Like, if they like you, they will like you and show interest and be all about you. Out here, and if you show mutual to them, it's a mutual thing, and we move on and explore this life together. Out here, I'm finding, those that keep up with my life on here and my stories, y'all know about shorty that destroyed my heart a year ago or something. Somebody that I really wanted to court, really got interested in. And I see it still to this day, where it's like, when you show women interest and you really show them that you want them, they back away. It's like, you have to play this game of like, you don't want them. As a man, especially if we ain't have sex yet, which is what y'all say y'all want. Yeah, this is the backwards mentality that I don't understand. Y'all say I want to wait and this, that, and the other, but at the same time, if we're really liking you, and we show interest, send a good morning text, try to make plans with you, and you feel that we like you, y'all start backing away. And this has happened multiple times. Because I guess what it is the hypergamy thing, where it's like, maybe you're trying to see if there's something better, and you're like, oh, I got this nigga now, I'm good. It's like, it's always like, oh, I got him now, I don't need to put in no more effort, or like, and pursue this, because there might be something else out here that's more richer or whatever. And yeah, that aspect of it sucks, because it's the women that like I'm cool with, and that I'm just like, all right, I'm down to hang out, have sex, and like, I'm not showing you that much interest. Those be the ones that want you the most. And then the ones that I'll be wanting, the ones that like I show interest in building with and getting to know, they're either too busy, focused on the career, or they're playing a game. They're playing some game, acting like they halfway like you, but they halfway in, halfway out, and hence, men are going to a different country to go find women. And more power to the black men that are tired of dealing with the shit. Niggas is tired. More power to you. Do what you need to do to make you happy. And the same to women. I tell women that all the time. Whatever you need to make you happy. I don't make you happy. Go find somebody that's gonna make you happy. Go do whatever it is you need to do to make you happy. And not bitter. Like you don't see men out here just like complaining and say, I mean, maybe it's so, but it's like, y'all, I just find a lot of women to be bitter at men. And a lot of like anti-man talk. There are trolls. There are people that get off on talking down on women though. They are out there. There's some figures out there. People would say Kevin Samuels probably, and like people who get popular for talking talking a lot of truths about women, but doing it in an angry, I don't even know angry, but doing it in a very forward way. But a lot of it be true. I'm still trying to figure out why y'all mad at Passport Bros. Why are y'all really mad at, like, what are they doing wrong? What exactly is wrong that they're doing? They're not, what do you think that they're taking advantage of the women out in different countries? Do you think they're like, I'm just trying to figure out where the wrong is in that, or the manipulation, something. What was this about? Why intelligent people struggle with love. This was the answer that stuck out to me. Too smart, overthinking. They're usually right. It sounds about right. I see things like me as a Capricorn or whatever, wisdom. I see things kind of before they happening, where it's like if I feel it, you're not really that interested. You're not really putting in that effort. You're not really down, or it's not going to work. It's like I see it before it happens. I'm not going to waste my time. See things before they happen. Have high expectations. You're damn right. I got high expectations because I know that, like, first of all, I mean, I consider myself a high value man. I know I'm above average, at least, to be the least. And yeah, not going to settle. Have their own value, won't tolerate anything less. And I think for me, it's like, it's not just about money. It's not just about money and matching me with money. I think women think, okay, I match you because we make the same amount of money and like, we have the same things. We're equal in terms of material, financial status. So you think we're equal at that, but no. Settling for less is settling for somebody that's not willing to be loyal to a situation of relationship, willing to put in the effort and continue dating. Like a lot of times what usually happens when we women be all on me, topping me off on the regular, doing the things, giving the man flowers, which for me is very much so top, and like caring, listening, being loving, communicate, like all of this, the good stuff. Y'all do it at first, but once you feel like you have me and like I'm committed, you fall back. And that's really like what for men is courting. Me courting a woman, taking them out on dates, communicating, continuing to date them and court them and pursue them like it was when we first started. Settling for less for me is a woman that's not going to do that and not keep up and not have that relationship intelligence. I have emotional intelligence. I definitely put in the work. I study. I still working at it, of course, all never ending, but relationship skills. Do you know how to be with a man? Do you know how to treat a man? Do you know how to keep a man happy and actually know yourself to know if that's what you want to do? I think a lot of women are programmed in a way where it's like they don't want to do the effort to court a man, court us back. quarters back with your love and understanding and you know, your femininity. I don't find women wanting to do that, or maybe it's just they don't want to do that with me, or whatever they're looking for. Maybe they're going to wait until they're 42 and then decide, oh, now I'm ready to be cuffed. But now you're old goods, and niggas that's 42 not going to want to cuff you. They want to cuff the 30-year-old, the 34-year-old. But yeah, the values and matching me relationship skill-wise, listening skill-wise, communication skill-wise, actually being a good partner. That's what it's about. Women in different countries, they want to be a partner. They want to. Now, we could argue about finances and jobs and like the life without a man in other countries. I get that. That definitely has a part to play. But like accountability and realizing like, look, society played a trick on us. Society played a game on us. Y'all wonder why we're fighting so much, and like why men and women, and I can't speak for other races. I don't have enough. I mean, my white friends pretty much tell me kind of the same thing. It's just kind of the same thing with, you know, white people, men and women, not seeing eye to eye, playing the game. Yeah, nah. It's pretty much the same. So for just men and women in general, we wonder why, and it's really, I always, it's boiled down to finances. It's boiled down to income and power. And women have a lot of power right now. I'm not mad at that. I'm really not mad at that. I want women to thrive and be able to take care of family and have, you know, income and all of that. But let's be real with the cause and effect that happened. It happened. It's happening. Things are not natural, and you have to kind of do something extra to bring it back to being natural again, because something extra was done to us. All right. Long videos. I'll be going in. Better have, you know what I mean, if you ride in public trans. Yeah, it's like, shoot. If I think I'm going to find a wife in the States, I think it's possible. There are a lot of dope women out here. A lot of great women. Now, it's hard to find them, maybe. It's hard to find the ones, but it's not even finding the good ones. It's finding the ones that want to really be a wife. Women initiate divorce 70% of the time. 70%, majority of the time, the woman is the one to initiate the divorce. Meaning, so statistically, women are usually the ones to want to cop out and give up. I'm not a give up type of person. I've been in a 7-year relationship. I've been in multiple 2, 3-year, 4-year relationships. I'm a person that likes what I like, and I stick to it and deal with the problems and deal with the flaws. Women are the one that usually commit the divorce and to start, finding a woman that really wants to commit and deal with the things that it takes to be with a man. Who knows? But yeah, we'll see. Appreciate the questions. Hit like and subscribe. I'm gonna keep this up, getting these tweets out. I think what happened was I was in an interview, and the interviewer asked me a random question that it might have been from a tweet, and I'm like, damn, I don't even remember what I was talking about, but this is me explaining my tweets. Thank you for tuning in. Today's Friday, February 3rd. I'm performing later at Interboro. I look forward to it. Short set. If you're in New York, pull up. Peace. Thank you for tuning in.